Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I am Live Server and I'm currently pursuing my MS degree in chemistry from UMT. I'm here to present a review article, and the topic of my presentation is active pharmaceutical ingredients, which I've done in the supervision of Dr. Hamad Majid. So, okay, viewers, let's begin. At first, let's quickly review the contents. Firstly, I will discuss about its abstract. Then I will tell you what is active ingredient. Then I will give you the introduction of active pharmaceutical ingredients, its definition, scope, significance, the sources, the categories, the chemical nature, and the well-known example of active pharmaceutical ingredients. Then I will tell you how active pharmaceutical ingredients are manufactured and developed. Then the challenges faced during the development of active pharmaceutical ingredients, then the future trends and innovation, and lastly, conclusion on active pharmaceutical ingredients. Let's start this article with abstract. Pharmaceutical medicines work because of active pharmaceutical ingredients. The review takes a close look at APIs, explaining what they are, where they come from, and how they are made. We explore the rules that make sure these ingredients are high quality. We talk about the strict guidelines from health authorities that oversee the making of APIs to ensure they are safe and effective. The review also shows how crucial APIs are in the process of creating medicines from the very start to when they are tested in labs and people. The review also looks at the challenges faced in making APIs, like dealing with rules and regulation. Lastly, we peek into the future to see what new and exciting things are happening with APIs. In similar words, this review is like a guide that tells us everything we need to know about these important ingredients, showing us why they matter so much in making medicines. Now, let's have a look at what is active ingredient. An active ingredient is any ingredient that provides biologically active or other direct effect in the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment, or prevention of diseases or to affect the structure or any function of the body of human or animals. The constitutive substances that elicit therapeutic effects are known by different names, including active pharmaceutical ingredient, active principle, drug substance, medicinal agents, or therapeutic substance. Now moving to the next point, which is introduction. I will give you the brief introduction on active pharmaceutical ingredients. So first is the definition of active pharmaceutical ingredients. Active pharmaceutical ingredients are primary biologically active components in pharmaceutical drugs responsible for their therapeutic effects. These ingredients are the key substances that produce the intended pharmacological response in the human body. APIs can be either small molecules with defined chemical structures or large and complex biological molecules, and to serve as the foundation of pharmaceutical formulations. Then have a look at the scope and significance in the pharmaceutical industry. So first point is foundation of therapeutic effects. APIs are the essential elements that give pharmaceutical drugs their therapeutic power. They are the active substances that interact with specific targets in the body, such as proteins or enzymes, to produce the desired pharmacological effects. Then the other point is diverse application. It has broad scope in addressing various medical conditions. They're utilized in medications for pain relief, chronic diseases, infections, and numerous other health issues. Then third point is key role in drug development. The active pharmaceutical ingredients play a central role in drug development from the early stages of identification to clinical trials and regulatory approval. They are the focus of extensive research and validation to ensure safety, efficiency, and quality. Formulation and delivery. APIs are formulated into various pharmacological dosage forms such as tablets, capsule, injection, and more to make them suitable for administration. The formulation ensures the effects and safe delivery of the API to the patient. Then the point is regulatory compliance. The production and use of API is subject to stringent regulatory standards enforced by health authorities globally. Regulatory compliance ensures the quality, safety, and efficacy of pharmaceutical products containing APIs. Innovation and research. APIs drive innovation in the pharmaceutical industry. Ongoing research focuses on discovering new APIs or improving existing ones, contributing to the development of novel and more effective medications. So its a global impact on health is that APIs have a profound impact on global healthcare by providing solutions to diverse medical challenges. They contribute significantly to improving and sustaining human health on a global scale. In summary, APIs are the core components that define the therapeutic efficiency of pharmaceutical drugs. Their significance extends across the entire pharmaceutical industry, influencing drug development, formulation, regulatory compliance, and ultimately their impact to our global health. Now, I will explain the sources of APIs. APIs, which are the crucial parts of medicines, comes from different places. Some are found in nature, like plants and animals, while others are made by scientists in labs. Let's take a closer look. It has two types of origin. First is natural origin, and the other one is synthetic. In natural origin are the plants, animals, microorganisms, and minerals. The synthetic ones have laboratories. Plants, for example, morphine, a pain relieving API, comes from the opium poppy plant. Animals, for example, insulin used to manage diabetes is derived from the pancreas of animals like pigs or cows. The microorganisms, for example, antibiotics like penicillin, are produced by fungi and bacteria. Minerals, for example, lithium, used in the medicines for mental health, is a mineral. The synthetic origin laboratories, for example, aspirin, a common pain reliever, is made by scientists in lab through chemical processes. Understanding these different sources helps scientists choose the best way to create effective medicines, whether it's from plants, animal microorganisms, minerals, or labs. Each source plays a unique role in making sure medicines can help us feel better. Okay, now the next point comes are the categories of APIs. Active pharmaceutical ingredients can be categorized based on various criteria, including their origin, chemical structure, therapeutic class, and method of synthesis. Here are some common categories of APIs. It's the chemical structure APIs, therapeutic class, the origin one, and the route of administration. In chemical structure, there are two types of APIs. First is small molecule APIs. The next one is biological APIs. Small molecule APIs, these are characterized by relatively simple chemical structures and are typically produced through chemical synthesis. Examples include aspirin, paracetamol, and statins. And biological APIs are the large and complex molecules often derived from living organisms produced using biotechnological processes. Examples include insulin, monoclonal antibodies, and vaccines. The next class is the therapeutic class. It includes antibiotics, anti-inflammatory, antivirals, anti-diabetes, antihypertensives. Antibiotics, APIs used to treat bacterial infections such as penicillin. Anti-inflammatory APIs that reduce inflammation in pain like ibuprofen and corticosteroids. Antiviral API designed to combat viral infections, including antiretroviral drugs for HVI. Anti-diabetes APIs used to manage diabetes, such as insulin and metformin. Antihypertensive APIs help control blood pressure, like ACE inhibitors and beta blockers. The next point is origin, natural origin APIs and synthetic that I told you before. The natural one derived from the natural sources like plants, animals, or microorganisms, and the synthetic one created through the chemical process in laboratories, providing precise control over the composition. Then the route of administration includes Oral APIs, injectable APIs, topical APIs. Oral APIs designed for ingestion and absorption through the gastrointestinal tract, common in tablets and capsules. Injectable APIs formulated for administration through injection, used for rapid, precise drug delivery. Topical APIs intended for application to the skin, mucous membrane, often in the form of creams, ointments, or patches. The therapeutic area: cardiovascular APIs, oncology API, central nervous system APIs, infection disease APIs, cardiovascular targeting heart and circulatory system condition, oncology APIs used in the treatment of cancer, the central nervous system acting on the brain and nervous system, including drugs for mental health, and infectious disease APIs combating various infections caused by bacteria, viruses, or fungi. And the last class is the generic versus brand name. Generic APIs. Copies of original brand name APIs once their patent protection expires, providing cost-effective alternatives. Brand name API origin developed and marked by pharmaceutical companies, often with exclusive rights for a specified period. So this is the explanation on the categories of APIs, and which helps in understanding their properties, uses, and regulatory consideration, contributing to the development and utilization of effective and safe pharmaceutical products. Now, next I will discuss the chemical nature of APIs. Diverse chemical structure of APIs. There are the diverse form. So APIs are the important parts of medicines, come in different shapes and sizes. Some are like small pieces and other are big and complex. Let's explore these different types. The first one is small molecules. Think of small molecules like tiny building blocks. They have simple structures. Examples include aspirin, paracetamol, and statins. Aspirin helps with the pain and inflammation. Paracetamol used for the reducing fever and pain. Statins control cholesterol levels. The next one, structure, is the large biomolecules. Now imagine big and complex molecules. They are like large intricate puzzles. Example include insulin, monoclonal antibodies, vaccines. Insulin helps manage blood sugar levels. Monoclonal antibodies used in cancer treatment. Vaccines contain proteins to help the body fight diseases. Now I will tell you the well-known examples of APIs versus aspirin, then insulin, paracetamol, monoclonal antibodies, statins, and vaccines. So aspirin, it has a type small molecule, and its use is in pain relief and reducing inflammation. The insulin one, it has large biological molecule type, and it manages blood sugar levels in diabetes. The next one is paracetamol. It has small molecule type, and its use is the reducing fever and relieving pain. The next type is monoclonal antibodies. It has a large biological molecule type. It treats certain types of cancer and autoimmune diseases. The statins ones are small molecule and it controls cholesterol levels. The vaccines are large biological molecules and prevent certain infectious diseases. In simple terms, some APIs are like small building blocks while others are like complex puzzles. Each type has its role in making medicines that help us stay healthy and treat different kinds of health issues. Now, I'm going to tell you how APIs are developed and manufactured. The manufacturing process of active pharmaceutical ingredients involves several stages, each crucial for ensuring the quality, safety, and efficiency of the final product. Here is a detailed overview of the type manufacturing process of API. Let's have a look at its flowchart. So, first point comes for the synthesis of chemical. Okay, in chemical synthesis, it's the It includes the steps such as initiation, chemical reaction, reaction optimization. Initiation. The process often starts with the identification of a lead compound through research and development. In chemical reactions, specific raw materials combine in controlled conditions to initiate chemical reactions. This step creates the molecular structure of the API. Then the next one is reaction optimization. Conditions such as temperature, pressure, and reactant concentration optimized to maximum the yield and purity of the API. The next step in the manufacturing development is the purification. It includes filtration and distillation. In filtration, the reaction mixture may contain impurities. Filtration processes help remove solid impurities. Distillation. In some cases, distillation is used to separate components based on their boiling points, further purifying the API. Then the next step is crystallization. The liquid obtained from the reaction is cooled or evaporated to induce crystallization. This step helps isolate the API in a solid form. Crystallization aids in achieving the desired purity or crystal structure of the API. So, this is the diagram, and look how it is manufactured. Then the next step is drying. The crystalline API is then dried to remove any remaining moisture. Drying can be done through various methods such as air drying or vacuum drying. The API is often obtained in the form of a powder or solid after drying. Then the fifth point comes the formulation point. The synthesized API is formulated into a pharmaceutical dosage form suitable for patient administration. Common formulations include tablets, capsules, injection, or topical creams. Excipients, inactive ingredients may be added to chance the stability and solubility or absorption of the API. Then the next step is the quality control and testing. Rigorous testing is conducted at various stages of the manufacturing processes to ensure the quality of the API. Analytical techniques such as chromatography and spectroscopy are used to verify the identity, purity, or potency of the API. Now, the next step we do is packaging. The final API or formulated product is packed into suitable containers to protect it from environmental factors and ensure stability. Packaging is designed to meet regulatory requirements and maintain the quality of API during storage and transportation. Then the regulatory compliance. The entire manufacturing process must adhere to good manufacturing practices and other regulatory standards. Documentation of each step from raw material sourcing to final product is crucial for regulatory approval. Then the next step is scale up and commercial production. After successful development and testing in the laboratory, the manufacturing process is scaled up for commercial production. Large scale production involves optimizing conditions to maintain efficiency while meeting regulatory requirements. Okay, next point is the continuous improvement. Continuous improvement is an ongoing process. Manufacturers assesses feedback, monitor performance, and implement changes to enhance the efficiency and quality of API production. This comprehensive manufacturing process ensures that API are produced consistently, meeting the required quality standards for use in pharmaceutical formulations. Okay, these are the points. Now let's break down the development of active pharmaceutical ingredients in a simpler way. First point of development is discovery and testing. Scientists search for compounds that could be useful as medicine. They test lots of compounds to see which ones might work. Then next is choosing the best. Scientists pick the most promising compounds and make them even better by tweaking their structures. Then we do lab testing. The selected compounds go to testing in labs to make sure they are safe and effective. Making a lot. Once a good compound is found, scientists figure out how to make a lot of it in a cost-effective way. Testing in animals, the compound is tested on animals to make sure it works in living bodies and to check for any potential issues. Testing in people, if everything looks good, the compound is then tested on people in different phases to make sure it's safe and does what is supposed to do. Then next step is approval. All the data is submitted to the health authorities for approval. If they give the green light, the compound can be used as medicine. Then the step is the mass production. The compound is made in large quantities using strict quality standards. Going to market, the medicine is now ready to be used by people and it sold market in the market. Okay, and the next step is monitoring and improving. Even after it's on the market, scientists keep an eye on the medicine to make sure it's working well and safe. They may also try to improve it over time. Generic version. After a while, other companies might be allowed to make a similar version called a generic, which is often more affordable. Then the last one is keeping up. Scientists may continue to find new uses or better ways to use the medicine to keep it relevant. So, in a nutshell, the development of APIs involves finding, testing, making, and ensuring that the medicines are safe and effective for people to use. Now, have a look at the challenges faced in API development. First is regulatory hurdles, then the next is technological complexities. In regulatory hurdles, strict regulations and compliance requirements add complexity and time to the development process. In technological complexities, developing certain APIs, especially large biological molecules, can be technically challenging and resource intensive. Now, I will tell you the future trends and innovations. First point is it's continuous manufacturing. The next one is personal medicine and the advanced biotechnologies. In continuous manufacturing, a shift towards continuous manufacturing processes for increased efficiency and reduced cost. Then the next is personalized medicine, tailoring APIs to individual patient characters for more targeted and effective treatments. Advanced biotechnologies, innovations in biotechnological process for the production of complex biological APIs. Then the next one is green chemistry, growing emphasis on environmentally sustainable and eco-friendly API manufacturing process. Now, at last, conclusion on active pharmaceutical ingredients. Now, I will give you the brief conclusion. In a nutshell, active pharmaceutical ingredients are like the superheroes in medicines. They are the special ingredients that make drugs work. Developing APIs involves lots of testing, making sure they are safe and effective. Challenges come from strict rules and sometimes complicated science. Looking ahead, we might see medicines becoming more personalized and made in smarter, eco-friendly ways. APIs plays a big role in keeping us healthy, and scientists are always finding new and better ways to make them work for us. So that's all about our review topic. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.